Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I've had this car for 1 year and I've driven it for a good 13,000 miles. Let's go ahead and get rolling and I'll give you guys my honest impressions and review of 1 year of ownership. Let's start this video with a couple sound clips here. Let's get my thoughts in order here. Obviously 13,000 miles, 1 year is plenty of seat time to kind of get a good understanding of how a car feels and how it drives, what kind of personality it has. This car is really one of the best cars that does it all, and I think, you know, I finally understand why the GTI is loved so much. So the Mark 8 has been around now since 2022 model year. I have actually got a 2023, and this new platform seems to have a mixed review. A lot of people praise the car for its performance, but a lot of people really, you know, say its biggest shortcomings are really this infotainment system, the integration of, you know, touch controls here on the steering wheel, and a lot of people kind of say that ruins the car for them. I can't really say that that's the case for me. I actually really love how this new user interface looks. I think it looks really good, very sleek. Everything is digital, and it's all integrated really well into the dash, I think. I think a lot of the hate really comes from, you know, not really having dedicated dials for certain features and controls that you typically want on a car. But honestly, you know, I've got a knob here, I've got, you know, a power knob and volume knob over here. You know, granted, I have an S-trim model, so that's a little bit different than the SE and Autobahn trims. Those who went with those mid and upper trims for this car, they actually got the upgraded infotainment system to where it goes from an 8-inch touchscreen here like I have to a 12-inch touchscreen. You've got the upgraded Harman Kardon audio system, and a couple other, you know, touch controls up here on the trim in this dash right here. But I've got the S trim. I honestly think it's really the best bang for your buck value-wise if you're getting into a GTI. And really, you know, even between the S trim and the SE, I saved about $5 grand going with that. You know, so I don't get a sunroof. I don't really care for a sunroof, to be honest. It's nice to have. I used it a little bit in my last car, but I really didn't use it that much. And, you know, frankly, those things leak on Volkswagens, so I feel like I, you know, dodged a bullet there. Potentially may have never had issues with that, but, you know, why chance it? What else? No leather seats here. I kind of miss having leather seats, but to be honest, it's really nice because these seats are actually still have heated control. And how could you not love the cloth, the plaid pattern? That's literally screams GTI, and I really love the look. It's definitely an aesthetic thing. These seats are really, really comfortable, and I really can't complain. Sheesh, man. This car is so much fun. So much fun. And like I mentioned earlier, this car is really the do-it-all car. I mean, I can have a lot of fun hooning around a little bit like I was doing back there, but like, it's also can be very comfortable just putting around town cruising. It can be sedated if you want. Like, this car literally is the epitome of a, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of mentality. You know, I can just cruise around like every other car, going around town, minding my own business, but, you know, by the flip of a switch and the stomp on a pedal, you know, it turns into a little beast. Illustrating that point right here. Just a riot. Now, just back to cruising like nothing ever happened. But yeah, so back to the you know, the biggest gripes with this car, not for me, but from everybody else. It's really just the infotainment, you know. Sometimes the electronics in this car can be pretty glitchy. Again, I haven't really had many issues, to be honest. This car has been really good to me, but a lot of people will have issues with, you know, the infotainment being, you know, really laggy, or they've got their backup camera not working, or their sensors not working. And honestly, one of the biggest things that people seem to gripe about, and I've seen a lot in the forums and Facebook group, is the travel assist features going absolutely nuts. You know, honestly, I don't use any of that stuff. I hate all those extra travel assist features and adaptive cruise control and, you know, some of that semi-autonomous driving stuff. Like, I don't use any of that. But one of the biggest issues is that I guess there's like a module within the steering wheel that does some weird stuff, and I guess basically all of those systems kind of freak out. All the warning lights, you know, saying that they're not working, kind of go on, and that sounds like a major headache. But like, I think a lot of these electrical gremlins are, you know, really present in the earlier 2022 model years. So I haven't had any of those issues. Granted, no car is perfect. Granted, no car is perfect. You know, I still have weird, you know, glitches and quirks every now and again. Like, you know, if it's been really, really cold outside, my backup camera kind of just, it's like a turtle that hides in its shell, and it like doesn't want to, you know, doesn't want to come out whenever it's too cold. And so it's only happened like 4 times, but it's where, you know, the camera doesn't like want to pop out when I'm in reverse. So when I'm backing up, it's a black screen, and I kind of have to just do it myself, which is fine. You know, obviously I can do that, but you know, everyone's so accustomed to having a rear view camera that it's weird backing up without one these days. But so really just that, and then you know, I had noticed that like when the car's been sitting outside for a little while in the heat, sometimes my like parking assist function sensors and stuff don't want to work. It's really weird. It's only happened 2 times this summer, but other than that, you know, it's been smooth sailing for me with the electronics, the infotainment. I really haven't had any major issues like a lot of, not a lot, but you know, some of the community seems to have. So I kind of, you know, base that off of, you know, the logic of never buy, you know, the first year of a new platform, a new generation of a vehicle, because that's usually the years and the models that end up having most of the issues and the glitches and all that kind of stuff. And you know, usually by the next year or so, usually that kind of stuff gets sorted out. So, you know, I've got a 2023. I waited a year, and it's been smooth sailing for me. Oh, nice, dude. Let's keep up with this guy a little bit. love seeing other fun cars. Oh, there he goes. Nice, dude, nice. I love running into other car enthusiasts on the road. Literally the best part about being a car enthusiast is one of those moments right there is where you're just, the random encounters. It's good stuff. I love it. It makes me so happy. You know, seeing others be happy doing what they love and getting to share that with them, it's, doesn't get any better than that. But back to my topic here. Yeah, this car's been nothing but good to me. I've really enjoyed it. It's been solid, it's been reliable, it's been a lot of fun, and it's been worry-free. You know, other than a couple glitches here and there, which is normal for any car. And I look forward to many, many more miles of fun. And that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Oh, I did forget to mention one thing. I am now running a new wireless external microphone setup, just to try to get some better audio, capture some more quality audio here, and hopefully it sounds all right. The bass audio from the microphone that's included in the GoPro, just it's okay, but I just wanted to try something different. Everybody says, you know, an external mic get you some better audio and whatnot. I think you guys are gonna enjoy my next video that I upload. I'm planning on going back to one of my favorite back roads that I used to frequent a lot when I had my Focus ST, and I really want to get some good driving clips and audio clips. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It'll probably be more of like a raw video kind of experience, so probably not a whole lot of talking, and really just, you know, getting a good feel for what the GTI is all about, and you know what it can do and what it feels and sounds like on some fun twisties. So, all right, guys, like always, stay tuned for more. See you next time.